Hello! It's Brandy from Dorky Dino, and I am live right now from Kantcon, which is in the Overland Park Convention Center, and I'm going to show you around, show you what you can see here, and talk to some of the artists. So I'm starting here at my booth. There's Andy. I'm going to flip this around and kind of show you what we've got going on today. So I've got my original owlbear painting, ears. I've got happy and sad dice patches, necklaces. I've got a whole bunch of little mini prints, some original artwork as well. I've got my keychains, and here's my fancy new stand for all of my earrings and charms. So I'm really excited about that. And my brand new painting that I just finished. Here's the unveil of my adorable version of a Deathclaw. Andy was the one who wanted me to paint a Deathclaw, and she showed me what a Deathclaw was because I haven't really played very much Fallout, and I was like, how am I going to make that cute? But I do think it turned out pretty adorable, so I'm excited about it. He's chewing on a mini nuke there. So I have that original painting, and I have prints of it as well. I have the big ones and mini prints of it too. So that is brand new, something that you can get here. Another new thing I'm doing, which I don't actually have any of right now, but I just started this. We sold out. It's a mystery box. They're $20 for the box, and they're shaped like these little dinosaurs that I drew right here. It's this cutest little box I ever saw. So I was like, I need to do something with those. So we're making mystery boxes. It costs $20, and it's guaranteed to have at least a $21 value. So you're getting more than your money's worth for it. And it can be more than $21 as well. Plus, everyone comes with a coupon code for my shop for 10, 20, or 30% off. So if there's something else that you didn't get in your box and you really want it, you can always order from my shop and you'll get a discount as well. And as of right now, 30 is like the biggest percentage discount I've done. So you have a really good opportunity to get an awesome discount on something. So I plan to try and get more of them tomorrow if you want to come out to Kantcon tomorrow and you're available to. If I can find the boxes. I'm not sure where I put the extra ones. So we're sold out right now, but I plan to have more of those. And so there's kind of an overview of my booth. If you're just joining us, here's a little bit about Kantcon. It is a gaming convention for board gaming and role-playing games, card games, basically any type of kind of physical game. And so there are a ton of different options of games to play, and there is a huge game room where people can go and game and try out new board games, and it's just a really fun event, and all the people here have been super nice. So I'm going to go around and talk to a few of the other vendors. So there's one next to me here. Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. Do you want to tell me a little bit about what you have here for sale?
Well, my name's Randy Nance, and my brother used to own Borderland Gaming Hobby. And I come across a whole lot of his stuff he's passed last year. And we'd like to get some of his things that he owned and other things that's been out there for a long time back out there.
Yeah.
Help. You know, I know that's what Rick would want to do with it. And so the prices are good. I'm not trying to gouge anybody. It's like all here to sell.
Fantastic. Yeah, and I saw that you have, there's a lot of vintage games that like aren't produced anymore. So like things that you cannot get anywhere else.
Prices are 30 years old.
So yeah, there's some great things. There's a whole bunch of miniatures here that are like the original pewter miniatures, and they're at really good prices too. A bunch more miniatures here. So yeah, there's lots of things that you're not able to get anywhere else. You can get right here. Awesome. Thank you so much. And there's a ton more, tons of board games there. And then over here, you can do your own miniature painting. This is a free thing where you could get to pick a miniature and paint your own miniature. So here's a bunch of paints. And do you want to tell me a little bit about you and what it is that you do?
I paint miniatures.
You paint amazing miniatures. Award-winning miniatures is what I've heard.
I have most of what I have is samples.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Commission based.
It's hard to see on the video because it's so tiny, but
is.
like these are itty bitty things, and she has painted amazing detail on them. So here's
I do a lot of commission work to help be able to provide free events like this to the community. So I do a few events a year.
That's awesome. And so you're letting people pick a miniature and then paint it?
Yeah, I have a box of miniatures and a stash of kind of community paints that I share with everybody, and we sit there and we talk about painting.
That's very cool. Is it okay if I show what you're painting right here? So yeah, this is what he's painting right now. And like I said, this is free to come and do this.
This gentleman has been painting a little bit, but I was able to show him some more advanced techniques.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Do you give like tips on how to best paint? Cause
yeah, I'm always trying to give tips based on people's skill and stuff like that. So
that's great.
Another convention in September that I'll be at as well, Recruits Community Summit.
Awesome. Yeah. And can people find you online anywhere if they want to see your work?
Mini painting.
Take one of these.
Big sticker.
Oh, it's a sticker. So Mini Painter Inc. Look for her online. And yeah, this is a really good opportunity, especially if you don't know if you want to get into miniature painting, because then you can kind of give it a shot. You don't have to go out and buy all the paints and everything if you don't know if you like it or not, and you can kind of learn how to do it. That, yes, get your kids out and have them busy doing something that's actually something that's, you know, good for them to get their creativity out. Yeah. Very cool. And this is actually the slowest I've seen it. It's been pretty busy. Yeah. But that's going to give you a chance to kind of talk. And yes. Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing that.
And come get the pho. It's really good.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that. Noodles, they are amazing. All right. So I'm going to walk around and show some more things. This is the Extra Life booth. Hello.
Nice pop socket.
Yes, I have an Extra Life pop socket. Do you have one out here that I can show?
I have one on my phone.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Got one of those right there.
Here.
So can you tell people a little bit about what Extra Life is and what you're all about?
Yeah, Extra Life is a 24-hour gaming marathon for charity. It works kind of like a 5K where you sign up, you have a fundraising page, people donate to it, but instead of running, you play games for 24 hours. Tabletop games, like role-playing games, board games, mobile games, video games. People do LARPing. Yeah, people do LARPing for 24 hours. It's a little crazy. Official game day is November 3rd, which is actually daylight savings, so it's 25 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
But it's for the kids.
Yeah. Do they get, so then do the people who are sponsoring like per hour they have that like extra hour to?
Sometimes they do. It works kind of like on straight donation, but one of the automatic ones is $25, so that's really easy, so you can like sponsor per hour. Most people do it at the comfort of their own home, and it's pretty chill. So if you don't make it the full 25 hours, last year I had the flu, so I only did the 20 hours. It works out, no one cares, because that's the fun part.
Yeah, it's for charity,
yeah,
so.
On average, people raise around $100 per person, so it's not like an outlandish amount. You don't have to go raise $5,000. You can just, have your mom donate $100, and you're perfectly average. Here in Kansas City, local hospital is KU Med, but there are over 150 Children's Medical Network hospitals.
And you can choose which hospital you want it to go to, right?
So like if you
That's
live
cool.
somewhere, but you're from somewhere else and you want games to that hospital, you can do that. It's whatever you want, really. There's some all across Canada as well. So.
Very cool. And so here, I know you're doing some promotions. I signed up for it earlier.
Yay.
What all can you get here if you show up at a convention and?
So specifically for Kantcon, we are giving away these lovely miniatures that were painted by Michelle at MPI.
So that's who I just talked to.
Yep.
These are some miniatures
So
that she
these are some that
painted.
she created. These are Cthulhu Wars miniatures that she hand painted, and each raffle ticket is $5, and that you could win the entire set of miniatures for the low price of $5.
And do you know how much they were worth? I heard one of the guys saying.
$300, I think.
So it's worth like $300, and you can do $5 that goes to. Yeah, directly to KU Med. All of it goes to them, and so you're supporting that, and you have the chance to win something that's worth $300.
We also have nice achievement buttons. So if you sign up for Extra Life, you have one that says I joined. If you donate, you have one that says I donated, and if you share it on social media. And if you get all of them, then you get this fancy enamel button.
Yes. Very cool.
Collect
button.
them
I know a lot of
all.
people collect enamel buttons
Yeah.
now,
Then
so that is worth a lot.
the heavens start
Those I've paid like $15 for an enamel button, so
Yep.
you can pay $5 and get an enamel
And
button.
sign up. Yep. Pay $5. Sign up.
And it's
for
really
Extra
cool
Life.
looking.
And
It's
then
got
you
like
get-
the dice and game controller.
Yeah, that's the. Oh, I don't have. This is the logo.
You wanna-
It's like the dice
Yeah.
and the controller. So.
That's really cool.
yeah.
And so yeah, if you like buttons,
like $200, you get a shirt.
you get a shirt.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
you can,
That's really cool.
You can upgrade your registration, pay $15, and you get all sorts of achievements. So at $200, you get a free shirt. $500, you get an actual physical silver medal.
Oh wow.
$1,000, you get like an actual gold medal. And then there's a whole bunch of other things. Sometimes you can get like Twitch Prime. You can
That's
get, they
cool.
have like phone cases you can get, or free stickers, and
Nice.
all sorts of like free achievements that you can get for signing up and raising a certain amount of money.
That's really cool, and it's way more fun than like doing a 5K. I think when you rather play video games.
I'm
than-
not a runner.
Yeah.
Nor do I play one on TV.
I prefer to sit and play games.
Yeah. Way better. So yeah, here's the buttons, and these two you can get for free even if you don't donate.
Yep, that's exactly
you can,
right.
You can
join,
sign up
or
and
you
get
can
this
just
button.
Post about it.
You can post, so they have a cool banner here. If you like take a picture and post, and what was the hashtag that you're having people
For the
use?
kids.
Hashtag for the kids.
Yep, that's our Extra Life hashtag.
So yeah, it's super easy to get 2 free buttons. Donate $5 and you get these other 2 as well. So yeah, very cool. Oh, and the dice. Forgot
yeah, you
about
can
that.
get
That's really
dice.
cool
It's
too.
the perfect. The 6 is the Extra Life logo.
Yeah, so that's really cool. I love custom dice, so I'm like, gotta
really
collect
sweet.
those. Awesome. Well, you guys are doing a great job, and
Yeah.
thank you for sharing with us.
Have a good video.
Thanks.
You want to sign up, guys? First of all, that is the most.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Do you want to tell me about what you've got going on today?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am Bree. I am Bree Pyre. I make prints, buttons, necklaces, T-shirts, and original paintings. So I mostly do. Yeah. So this is my Genji and Hanzo piece.
Very cool.
So I use mostly watercolor paints. I also use a little bit of acrylic ink. So like this one, I'll actually pull it out for you guys to see. So acrylic inks are a different kind of paint. They're kind of like watercolors, but some of them are shiny.
It's hard to tell on the video, but yeah,
Oh,
I can
no.
see it in person. It's like it's actually kind of like
Here, let's
almost
see if I can
holographic
catch the
looking,
light.
metallic looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can kind of see
There
it
you
down
go.
there.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Thank you. So I use some of those because I really like glitter.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love games. I brought my magic cards with me. Hoping I can get to play some.
Yeah.
But yeah, so these are what I do. I also have some of my comics out today. I'm sold out of the second issue of this series, but I hope to have it back soon.
Yeah. That's a good thing though.
Yeah, I'm
So-
very happy that it is so popular. So.
And here's some of the t-shirts that are
Yeah.
available. You can get some of the characters and stuff.
Yeah.
And she has a really cool style. She does this like splatter on a lot of them. And I love watercolors too. I love the splatters. And
Yeah.
oh, and you can get necklaces or keychains of them as
Yeah.
well. Very cool. And you do a ton of different characters.
Yeah, I do. I am super into video games, but I also do anime. I do like princesses. I do Steven Universe, Marvel, superheroes, anything like that. I do all those, and then I also do some of my own stuff, like her. She's just mine.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I love the galaxy kind of looking
Thank you.
stuff.
I love space.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I saw that you also had, are they in here, the Ruby?
Oh yeah, I do. I put them in the anime section because that's like the closest
Yeah.
I can think that they can get to them. Yeah. Oh no, I'm just.
I feel like you don't see as much Ruby art, and so
Yeah.
I was really excited whenever I saw the Ruby
Yeah,
ones.
I've done
That's really
Ruby,
cool.
Lake Ruby, and then Yang and Vice, and then Jean and Pyrrha, and Ren and Nora, and then I also have Winter, and then I have Torchwick and Neo coming soon.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, where can people find you online if they want to order something?
Yeah, so check out greatpieart.com. You can get to my website, my store through there. You can either find my watercolor store, or you can find my digital design store, which is my Redbubble. And then also, if you want to check me out on social media,
I'm I'm ear-a-corn on Tumblr and ear_a_corn on Instagram and Twitter.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Cool.
have a good day, guys.
Yeah, you too. Have fun.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm gonna go and grab my charger. Andy, can you get my charger from back there? Sorry, my phone is, I see it going to 15% and I don't want to lose it in the middle. But I will continue going around. Here's another artist that is very awesome. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Pretty good. So I'm doing the live video. So do you want to tell me a little bit about what it is that you do?
Yeah, I'm Sarah Rude McCune, Project Zero Studios, and I do webcomics and general art.
Awesome, and
I
I'll
love
show
color
some of your.
stuff. I love magical girls and space and mermaids and all that good stuff.
And you have cool holographic paper.
Yeah, thanks.
It's all shiny. That's awesome.
No, it was. I saw the holographic paper and I was like, perfect for space.
Yeah. That's really cool. Oh, and big one with holographic. That's cool looking.
My newest webcomic is called The Uncontrollable Reclass, and it's all about the world's strongest 10-year-old going to school for the first time, meeting kids her own age. And
Very cool.
There's also going to be a talking cat.
I love talking animals. That's awesome. Cute.
And it's really fun.
Very cool.
If you want to find me, I'll hold up my card. So you
Yeah,
can
I
see all of
can
my
see.
info.
So here's where you can find her online.
Sarah on Twitter, at Project Shiro on Instagram, and pretty much everywhere else.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you so much. And good luck today.
Yeah, have a great day.
Thank you. Hello. I don't know if I think it was your son who was here earlier.
Yeah.
Did he tell you about the live video that I'm doing?
Kind of.
So I'm just going around and like showing what people have. So if you want to tell me what kind of products you make.
So I make basically gamer gear. I've got dice bags, dice boxes, card cases, bar products like drinking horns.
And I can show some. So here's a drinking horn.
There's a whole scope.
There are these cool chests. And these are really neat. And she's got
Oh yeah, the
this mimic is awesome. It's do you use it for a dice holder?
Yep, cards or dice. I actually
Oh,
have
yeah.
2 decks of dice.
Very cool. Yeah, so if you want your cards and your dice together, you can totally put some cards in there. And this one's really cool. It's Cthulhu dice bag. That's so awesome. And there's a few different colors of those. So yeah, where can people find you online if they want to buy something?
I have an Etsy shop that has, so like a lot of the dice bags, like the Cthulhu, I have a beholder one that you can get in a variety of colors, same with the card cases. So you just go to Etsy, and it's etsy.com/shop/headcrafts.
Awesome. So here, it's on the business card. I'll hold that up too. So here's Hedgecrafts is what it's called. And there's the Etsy shop, etsy.com/shop/headcrafts. So yeah, there's some really cool things you can get from there. Thank you. Hello. So this is a tabletop the store. Hello.
Well, hey there.
Best game store in town right there.
There it is, your review. Best
Hi,
game
I'm
store
Phil
in
from
town.
Tabletop Game and Hobby. We're Kansas City's oldest, longest running game store. 25 years next year.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a big mile marker for stuff. So we're a non-electronic game store. I don't deal in magic cards, but we do everything else in the game industry. Got a lot of pros. We like our nerd stuff. We like our nerd game.
Awesome.
And I have the hardest working cat in the game industry.
Oh yeah, I
Who's
need to
so
show this
biased.
cat. So this is their store cat. This is their banner and it's got their cat on it. Does he hang out in the store all the
He
time?
lives there full time because
Oh, awesome.
he's a dumpster kitty that moved in with
Oh.
us, and he's not my pet. He's no one's pet. He is my coworker that just doesn't do it. But he's been with us for 7 years, and he is absolutely one of the centerpieces for the shop. But he hates every living thing except for people. So he has to live somewhere that he gets to run his own place.
Yeah,
my
that's
cat
awesome.
manager.
Yeah, I love that. And so yeah, he brought a variety of different things. There's the D&D spellbook cards, which are super duper handy.
You bet.
Got Master's Guide, Monster Manual, all the D&D stuff you would need. There's some awesome games. I've played Arkham Horror and it is really awesome. It is a very long game, but
Play
it's
its
amazing.
little brother, Eldritch
Ah,
Lords.
I haven't tried
Everything
that
you like
one.
about this one, it plays it about half the time.
Really?
But now we're running
I'll have to
around the
check that out.
world instead of just in one town.
That's cool.
Good stuff.
I'll have to check that one out. Very neat. So yeah, there's tons of games here. They have way more at their shop. So we haven't got a chance to go down there yet, but we really want to. Yes.
Gotta go meet Tobias.
I know. Like I have to at least go meet the cat, right?
Hey, his belly, he loves it.
Yeah, that belly's
So,
trap. That's a miss of me.
Where can people find? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Where can people find your shop, and where can they find you online?
Well, we're located in Overland Park, Kansas. You can find us at tabletopgameandhobby.com, or definitely locate us on Facebook. We've got a huge presence there. Yeah, we're pretty easy to track down. We've been around for a little while.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
So yeah, the name is Tabletop Game and Hobby if you want to go look them up. It is. He's talking to somebody right now, so I'm going to pause for just a second. Phone is not charging. So this is a game. And I think will be right back at his booth. He went to go leave, but I will probably come back here and talk about his game in a little bit. He's got a little demo going on here. And then over here, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Can I have you, I'm good. Can I have you introduce what it is that you guys do?
This is Dragonflow Chainmail. We do chainmail here. We do different things, different nerdy type stuff. Got Boba Fett.
Oh, I didn't see that earlier. The Boba Fett.
Yeah,
That's cool.
We got Pokeballs over here.
Pokeballs.
So awesome. We do a little stuffed animal armor.
Yeah, so this dragon,
it's
stuffed
so
dragon, is
awesome.
wearing custom armor.
Right now I'm working on armor for Toothless right now. He's getting
So you're making
outfit.
custom armor for that.
He's getting an outfit here.
That's so cool.
And then we also have bracelets and keychains and necklaces. We do custom orders.
So yeah, if you want certain colors or something, and these are dice bags,
Those are
right?
dice bags, yeah.
Awesome. Have a chainmail dice
And right
bag.
now, we are currently making it for
Some of the amazing things. And this is something that takes a lot of patience to do, so I am amazed by the
Lots of
creation.
rings, lots of ties.
Yes. Very cool stuff. So where can people find you online if they can't come
I'm
here?
on Dragonfall Chainmail. It's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I also do Mixer live streams of my work on Mixer.com.
That's cool.
And it's Dragonfall, but it's DRAGONC1AW.
Okay.
There's a
And
one
I'll grab
instead
your
of an L.
business card
Yep,
too,
there's
and
a business
I'll
card.
show this. So yeah, here's, if you couldn't hear him, there's Facebook is right there, and Twitter.
And then Instagram and Mixer are both linked on my Facebook.
So, okay, so if you go to Facebook, you'll be able to find the
has all
others.
other links. You can get around from there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah. Oh, I think he's back. I'm gonna come back, jump back over here. Hello. So, do you want to tell me a little bit about what it is you do?
I'm Troy, part of JTP Games. I'm a game designer here in the Kansas City area. I'm part of the KC Game Designer Group. We meet on the second and fourth Tuesdays down at Tabletop Game and Hobby if anybody wants to drop by. You can find out more about me and our group at my website, jtpgames.com. And today I'm showing off a variety of games that I have
So these are all
designed.
ones you've made.
These are all ones I've made.
Awesome.
Everything here is produced by the Game Crafter, which is a print-on-demand game company.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, they have several tens of thousands of games, I think, on their site by this point that people have come up with.
That's awesome.
Everything you see here is available there as well, and as well, more fun, drop by here and let me give you the speech and all that. We've been
So
showing
here's
off
one that
Pluto
he's
Attacks
been
today.
kind of demoing.
We've been demoing this quite a bit this weekend. This is a cooperative game for 1 to 6 players. Plays in about 45 to 60 minutes. You get to play such awesome characters as Miss Corn Princess 1953, the football captain and cheerleader. These are classics from the day. Trying to save a small town in Kansas from alien invasion as a bunch of teenagers. If you like the old horror movies of the 50s, like The Blob and such, that's what we're shooting for.
Awesome. That sounds really cool. Yeah, so, and if you come out to a convention like this, you'll be able to not only see demos of these games, but you can go and like play them. Are you running games today, or?
I personally am not running any, but I have other copies for demos, so if someone's here and wants to take one
They can go in and play it?
You can grab a copy from me and go play it.
That's awesome. Then you can see if you like it or not. And very cool.
Like I say, everything here is through the Game Crafter. They're actually sponsoring my booth this weekend.
Oh, awesome.
To help do that. So I have $5 off coupons from them.
Oh, cool.
If you come out here, you can grab one.
Yeah, and is this your business card?
That is my business card.
So here's where you can find on Facebook and the website.
If you find one spot, you should be able to track me down to all the others.
Awesome.
And if you're online, you can sign up for my mailing list and get about once a quarter. I send something out about where I'll be or what new thing has recently become available.
Yeah. Very cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Gonna go along here. Talk to some more.
A little bit, yeah. So that way.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Do you want to tell me a little bit about what it is that you have for sale here?
Well, actually, Ben would probably be the best one.
Okay. Well, I can just pan over some of this stuff over here until he's done talking.
He's the one that actually makes the.
Okay.
But we have journals, 2 sizes, dice bags.
They're cool.
We sell patches too, leather armbands, leather wristbands, which you can see him in action there.
Oh, cool.
I've been working. I did live streams on Facebook.
I like the +1 strength and armor. That's neat.
And his wife also makes jewelry.
Ooh.
Most of this is made by hand. I haven't shared the
Earrings,
earrings. I'm getting the haircuts. We're going to create a campaign.
Very cool. I'll be back around so that I can talk to him about the games and stuff. But thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Do you want to tell me a little bit about your game? I'm doing a live video on Facebook.
Yeah. We're Level 1 Game Shop, so we're a board game store and other game store in the city market, and we brought some of our collection of goods that we sell in our store to kind of show off. So,
Awesome. Kind of show some of the things that you've got going on right
yeah,
here.
absolutely. We've been doing demos of like Space-Based Decrypto and Legion, Shards of Infinity. We've got t-shirts, so we carry all that sort of like pop culture and fun.
I love the
shirts and
giant
stuff
plush dice.
Oh yeah, it's great.
That's awesome.
It actually rolls pretty well.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. And this is what you've been demoing?
Yep, this is one of the games we've been demoing. It's Star Wars Legion. It's the new miniatures game from Fistlight. Captures the feeling of Star Wars ground combat really well. All the units feel really good. They feel diverse and well designed.
Awesome. That looks really cool. So where can people find you?
Yeah, so we're located in City Market. For people who are familiar with Kansas City, which is on the north end of downtown. And we're accessible by streetcar, so that's awesome. Free ride around downtown.
That's cool.
And yeah, we're right there at the north end of downtown.
Cool. Thank you.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you all doing?
Doing good.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about what you've got going on here?
Yeah. So my name's Jeff. This is Coy.
Hello.
We are local authors and game designers. We have a couple of novels that we have published this year, Unmarkable and Wrath of the Fury Blade. We've also designed a couple of different card games, Bankruptcy the card game, as well as Quackery the card game.
Quackery.
Game of medieval medicine.
That's cool. So are you demoing this right here, kind of showing people just how it works?
Yeah, here at the table we're doing demos of both games.
So you can
And
see
always
a little
happy to
bit
talk about our books and other material. So
Awesome. So just like a brief overview, what are your books about?
Unremarkable, very briefly, is supernatural historical fiction. 1929 Chicago, gangsters, prohibition, and vampires. So
It's a lot going on. It sounds neat.
And then Wrath of the Fury Blade is fantasy crime fiction. It's a fantasy world, but it's a police procedural. A cop has to stop a serial killer who's killing people by cutting them in half with a magic sword.
Oh, wow. And what are these ones over here?
So we've got some role-playing accessories. These books were all created for the Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 edition.
Okay.
They're a little older, which is why we've got them
marked down.
You can easily translate all of the rules in them to Pathfinder if you play Pathfinder today.
Well, a lot of people still play 3.5.
3.5 is still a very popular system. So we also have gem cards, and what that's like, it's kind of like Paizo's item cards, only for gemstones. So instead of rolling dice and saying you got a 50 gold piece gemstone, you can shuffle up a deck of cards, get a picture of an actual gemstone on the front, and on the back it shows you the name, type, color, cut, and a base value that's unitless, so you can use it in any system in any setting.
Oh, that's cool. Very neat. And it's neat to get to see, like, okay, this is what you've got.
Exactly. You get to say, oh, this is a yellow sapphire. This is exactly what a yellow sapphire looks like.
Neat. So where can people find you if they want to get something
They can
online
find
or
our games at our website, tangent-games.com.
Okay.
And then our books are available through our website as well, but it's a different website. It's our author's website, habigerkazee.com.
Okay, and are they on the business cards here?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the one where you can
That may
find.
not have our website on it,
but if you type in this,
type in our names.
Okay.
Yes. The books are also available on Amazon.
And you can, and I'm sure probably if you go like on Twitter, you'll have links.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. And
And
then that
here's
is our
the
game
games.
company. We like to wear many hats.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I do art, and I can't just stick to one thing. I have to do like every different form. So I get it. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Good luck this weekend.
Thanks.
Hello. How's it going?
Pretty good. I love the dragon.
Thank you. Do you want to? I'm doing Facebook Live. Do you want to tell a little bit about what you have going on here?
Yes, we've got two games here. We've got Jack the Ripper, which is already it's our production game. This is the first game we released as Crypt Monkey Studios. This is a hidden identity game. It's a bluffing game. It's a 2 to 15 minute slugfest.
Okay.
So the idea behind it is that it's 1888 London, and you were on a scavenger hunt, and you're just about to get your last item of the night, and then your party can rush back, or your team can rush back to the party and claim victory once you get that item. But then you get stuck in the warehouse and realize that one of your party members is Jack the Ripper. So we don't know who's who. We are going to play with our character cards face down.
Okay.
And then throughout the course of the game, there's ways of revealing who people are.
Gotcha.
One of the problems.
So you're trying not to show who it is that you are, and
yeah, you can't show who you are unless you're forced to, or you have some way that allows you to do it. And if you're Jack, you really don't want to.
yeah. So you're all kind of suspicious of each other. And
yeah, I think I just had a family against each other at our event.
So one of those that'll kind of turn you against each other because you're like, you lied to me. Yeah. That sounds really cool. And I like the games that are kind of quick play like that. Like you said, it most takes like 15 minutes or something.
2 to 15 minutes, yeah, it's super fast.
Cool.
Yeah, and instead of like swords and guns and stuff, you use the items from your scavenger hunt to help you. And then there's a Ripper event too that occurs every round. So kind of try to find that really quick. Find out who Jack is really quickly.
So this is the event.
Yeah. Because it's trying to help Jack
kind
win.
of items that you'll have.
It's just murdering people like wildly.
So where can people find that if they want to get it?
So hopefully your local game store maybe. If not, then places like Amazon, you can find it there.
Okay, awesome. And what is this over here?
This is a prototype. So
okay.
This should be on Kickstarter within about 3 weeks or so maybe.
Awesome.
Sometime within the next 3 weeks we should be ready to push go. So what the idea behind this is that this is a demon-infested mansion. You were at a party, you're just about to leave the party, and then all these demons hop out and they say, well, one of you gets to leave, and the rest of you will stay here as the food and playthings of demons for all eternity. So this is our take on the European race board game. Usually have a track the race game where you're going to try to be the first person to get to the end of the track.
Okay.
But we're a little silly, so we didn't do a track. Instead, what we did was you have this escape deck that on each person's turn you're going to draw from. And your escape deck has these exits in here. You have wood and metal exits. So you're trying to be the first person to get to 10 total exit points by the end of the turn.
Okay.
Also, you have these boons that you can attach to your exits. These tool boons add to your point value, so this 3 becomes a 5, you're halfway out of the house.
Okay.
And then you have your protection boons. The protection boons are going to protect that exit from 2 things. Number 1, these possession events where these demons are trying to pop out and pull your exits away from you and keep you in this house, right? The other thing it protects you from are the other players, because the players they have these different characters they're playing, and they have these desperate acts that we call them, these special abilities. And about half of the characters are, I'm going to do something nice for myself. The other half of the characters are, I'm coming to mess with you.
And then it doesn't know where you are.
So that's kind of what this protection does. It protects that exit from those sorts of terrible things.
Okay.
The way that these possession events get flipped over is, the first way is if I play an exit that has this mark of possession on it, then during my possession phase I have to flip one of them over.
Okay.
This has 2 things that happen from these. One is it's going to potentially possess somebody. Like this one's not possessing anybody, but this one is, if I'm the active player, I'm going to be possessed. That's the first thing it does. The second thing it does is it causes an event. So maybe it's pulling your boons away from you, or pin your exits away, or something like that. The possession part, what that does is, first of all, you're going to discard your entire hand. Everything you've got, you've been storing up in your hand, you have to discard. It's a race game, so that stinks, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
The other thing it does is that you don't get to draw on that turn, on that current turn.
One success.
So if I'm possessed and this is me, and let's say this person's in here too, unfortunately for them, they're also going to have to discard because they just happen to be in the same room as me when I was possessed.
Oh no.
Every time you've hit it,
So that mark of possession is the first way that these cards occur. The second way that these possession events will occur is this creepy doll that gets randomly placed in a room at the beginning of the game. We call that the haunt token. So if you land in the same room as this creepy doll, we're going to flip over one of those right away. Because you would. It's a creepy doll, right?
It kind of has that feeling of like, there's a video game that, what's it called? Something wants to play, and it's got like these creepy like doll things. That's kind of what it reminds me of. I feel like people who are into, a lot of those horror games and stuff would like this kind of stuff.
That's kind of what we build. We build, I mean, we're going to work on sci-fi and fantasy later on too, but mostly right now we're focusing on horror.
On horror. Very cool. Well, I like that. That sounds really awesome. And it's going to be on Kickstarter soon, so if you look for it.
I think within the next 3 weeks we'll have all of our planning done and we can go. And the first 48 hours is going to be a early bird special, so we're going to sell it a little bit cheaper for those first 48 hours.
Awesome. So if people want to know when the Kickstarter goes live, how can they find that out?
So one way is you just keep checking on the website, look at Kickstarter, but if you go to our website, you can actually sign up for our newsletter.
Okay.
And we're going to let everybody on the newsletter know.
Awesome.
When it goes live.
What's the website?
CryptMonkeyGames.com.
CryptMonkeyGames.com.
That's it.
Cool. So yeah, I'll try to send people over there and they can check that out and see all the games that you've got going on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, enjoy your con.
Thank you. I'll come back over here, but he's part of the Crypt Monkey games as well. He's kind of demoing some people right now and selling. Hello. I'll come back in a little bit. Hello. How are you? Oh, that scares me every time. He's got a fan right here, and every time I walk by it,
gets people's attention.
It does. And people come stand by your booth if they want to cool off.
Just particularly if they're dressed like 4 layers.
Yeah. So, can you tell me what it is that you're here for?
I am with Andy Plumbing, Heating, and Tooling, the technicians you can trust with your house keys. And we are seeing if anyone wants to register for a $50 Different House gift card. Passing out koozies that have
free stuff.
Yes, free stuff.
Cannot turn down free stuff. Right?
Cannot turn down, even a whistle's in there.
Cool.
But we are seeing if people have got their air conditions tuned up, getting ready for the winter time, even though it is 2 months out. We want people to know they should schedule their furnace tune-ups early before it gets too into it, and just supporting the convention.
Awesome. And you are kind of like sponsoring the convention too, aren't you? I've seen your name on the bags.
You see, Anthony's name. I'm not.
You're not, but
no.
the company.
But yeah, we want to help out. We donate bags. We have a booth. But yeah, we want to make sure that the convention goes well. We want to help support the neighborhood.
Awesome. So if people don't know, where can they find out more about?
Well, we're at obviously www.anthonyphc.com. You can always call the service center if you do have a problem, 268-4669. That's on both sides of the line. We'd love to help and take care of you.
Awesome. What is kind of so I don't really know, what is kind of the range of how far you go? Because I have a lot of people in Warrensburg.
Yeah, we go 50 miles. We don't quite go
okay,
there
not
yet.
quite to Warrensburg.
We're working on it.
I've had people in Kansas City too, so yeah that area.
Yeah, we
you'll
go
cover.
50 miles. We go out. We just moved up in Leavenworth, Platte City. We go right on the doorstep of Lawrence, down to Lewisburg, over to Oak Grove. So I mean, always call and give them the phone number or give them the zip code, and they'll let you know. But we'd love to help anyone that needs help.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
I think he's still busy talking to people, so I'll come back around.
I'm sure Raquel would love to be interviewed too.
Hello. You don't have to be on video, but I can show maybe some of the stuff that... These are awesome dice bags. And you hand make all of this? Very cool. So there are dice bags, and there's pillows back there. These are tote bags, and there are a ton of different fabrics and patterns to choose from. And here's the business card. So you sell on eBay? Awesome. So yeah, if you check out the eBay shop, you can find all of your stuff online. Thank you. Hello. How are you?
Excellent. How are you?
Do you want to tell me a little bit about what it is that you have? Sorry, there's a glare right behind you, so I'm kind of turning.
Beating down on me all
yeah.
So, until the storm came. But yeah, no. So we're Game Cafe. We're a game store in Independence, and which is about 45 minutes from here or whatever. So not a terrible drive for us. But we dabble in a lot of different things. We do board games, tabletop stuff, RPGs, dice. But the thing we pride ourselves on is having a ton of play space. So we have 2 event halls that seat about 80 people, and then another event hall that seats 40. And we also have a private gaming room, and all that's usually open space available for whoever needs to use it. The gaming room is just $20 to rent for the whole day. But yeah, that's pretty much what we do. We have a soda fountain, and we're just kind of an open.
That's really nice. So then, if people want a game but they don't have any, you can't game in so-and-so's house because they're
right, yeah, no,
or you need a bigger space for a bigger game,
absolutely.
You've got a space that you can take
or if
over
you're even
that.
just stressed out about your house not being clean, and invite people over, that kind of thing. So yeah, we're definitely available for that.
Very cool.
There's a ton of awesome restaurants around us and all that jazz.
Awesome. And you sell the games and stuff too, so
oh yeah.
What all did you bring with you today?
So today we brought a lot of miniatures gaming stuff because there's a lot of RPGs here. So we've got a lot of dice. We've got some designer dice and stuff like that. The gemstones.
Ooh, these are cool.
Some
the
metal ones.
Yeah. Oh, and there's gemstones.
Yep.
I don't know if you can see on the video, but these are super sparkly.
The thing I really like are these little dice cozies. I don't know if you've seen these before.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, they open up so you can put your dice in there, and then they zip up and hold them and stuff.
That's cool. And there's a bunch of different ones.
Oh yeah, they're all kinds of stuff.
That's so neat.
And then some D&D books, and then some board games, and some card game stuff too.
So yeah, pretty much any sort of board gaming,
kind of a jack of all trades.
Tabletop things that you need. So
yeah, some stores in Kansas City focus on card games, some on tabletop and miniatures. We do pretty much everything.
Yeah, and there's a ton of games here. And you guys are kind of lucky because your booth is right whenever you first walk in. You see all these games.
Well, it's been the craziest thing because it was a graduation here. So as they've been
People
leaving, they've been coming over and checking.
That's awesome.
Super cool.
Yeah, that's really good.
I always like to try and introduce new people to the hobby.
Yeah. So I don't know if did you give the address? Where can people find?
107 West Lexington in Independence, Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah, we're super easy to find on the historic Independence Square.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good luck. Hello. Do you want to tell me a little bit about what it is that you're doing?
Yes, well, I'm an indie game designer, started my own gaming business a couple of years ago. I have 2 games out so far, with 2 more coming out next year. The first game I ever invented was Hunter's Island. This game, you're all on an island trying to out-hunt each other. You're all trying to grab your gear and go after the other players. But they're doing the same thing, so it's a little bit of a race to get your gear and take out them out. So while you're looking for your gear, the island's also trying to kill you too. So it's definitely a survivalist game. My latest game is this game here, called Savage Fighters. This is something that's really sparked and it's been very, very well. Everyone gets their own book, and all the books will fight against all the other books. So it's a select your own adventure combat system. So every page gives you an option of which action you want to take. You go to that page, it'll tell you what you did to the other players, and then underneath that, we'll give another list of actions, like a select your own adventure book.
Yeah.
So
I've always loved those as a kid, the choose your own adventure, so it's really cool to have a game out of that.
So I took that idea and turned it into a combat system. A typical game with 8 players takes 30 minutes, with 2 to 3 players, 4 players, it's about 10 minutes. So you might play a few rounds, and every book plays 2 or 3 different ways, so if you were the first one out last game, you're like, maybe I tried this strategy this time. So you always want to play again, because you always don't want to be the last one out, or the first one out. So you're like, I want to play again, so I'm not the first one out. That happens too. So yeah.
Very cool. And I like how you can kind of pick your own characters that you want to be. I like the dragon.
Every book will play against any book. Now there's some books that work better with the multiple players set, but any book will play against any book at any time. So every page works against every page in every book.
Cool.
It took a lot of time to make that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the balancing and everything. That's
right. So if you want to get these games, you can always go to gamingatjoes.com.
Zoom in on that. Gamingatjoes.com.
These have all the games available. If you are in the Kansas area, there's a local game store that carries my games. Mission Board Games. They're in Mission. And all my book game here, they carry them there, and you can get them. If there's a game you want of mine and they don't have it on the shelf, they can order it. That way you don't have to order online.
You don't have to worry about shipping and all of that. You can just go up and pick it up.
That way. And you can also, if you're also in the Kansas area, you can also message me through my website. There's also a way to do it that way.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, this is what I do.
Very cool. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Good luck this weekend. Hello.
Hi. No.
Oh, dude, don't want me to show you. Oh, I just okay, so you've got
Jill's Journal.
Yes.
And while I did at Dragon X, I specialize in personalized character manuals, spell books, whatever you have that needs binding, I can do it.
So you can get your own spell book. You can get, if you want something custom in it, you can do that too, right?
Absolutely.
And so here's one she has up front here.
That's a Necronomicon type book of creepy poetry.
So yeah, it's got The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. And you put pictures in a lot of them too, I've noticed, and it makes it look really cool.
I do include artwork in all the books that are personalized. That one where I could find the original artwork for the poems.
Oh,
Given that they are all ancient and under copyright, because I do believe in protecting copyright, I included that. So there's even Lewis Carroll in there. And Robert Frost,
Very cool. And it's got kind of this creepy, cool feel to it. Here's some more of the different books. Hello. Hi. So if people want to order something like this, where can they get it?
Joe's Journals, those are Facebook.
Okay, is this your business card right here? I'll hold that up so people can see. So yeah, that's where you can get it, Jill's Journals.
JELS Journals.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Well, everybody have a great time.
Thank you. Scooch over this way. Hello. Do you guys, I know you're a little bit busy talking. Do you have a second?
Pretty cool. Sure. Pretty cool. Hi.
So, you want to tell me what it is you all have going on today?
We're just showing off some games that we have here.
2 games. We have Era of Kingdoms and Xenophera, which were all illustrated by Jeff, who is very talented and amazing. This one you can buy right now. Do you have a website?
Yes, xenofair.com.
Xenofair.com.
Era Kingdoms is our brand new baby. The Kickstarter actually launches on Tuesday, so we're really excited. Yeah, and it's super fun.
Yeah, it's similar to if you like Star Wars Catan or you like Dominion. It's very much like those. And it's for 1 to 4 players. We have it set up where you can play just all by yourself or you're fighting against some Shadow Kingdom. And we have like also a role-playing game.
Yeah.
For like a dungeon crawler for 1 players. And then you can do just a normal game 2 to 4 people.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like resource management strategy. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we've been pushing it real crazy.
Yeah, we're really excited.
So where can people, like if they want to know when the Kickstarter launches, where can they find like announcements about that?
Eraofkingdoms.com.
Okay.
If they go there, we have an email sign up and we will send them an email as soon as we launch. And then, yeah, you can get on
Awesome.
board.
So yeah,
We got
eraofkingdoms.com.
And also their Facebook page. So they have a Facebook page, and it's just Era Kingdoms in Facebook, and you can like it, you know, and you can see all the updates that they're doing. So it actually is on the 17th. So this Tuesday, the 17th, to start. We're really, really excited about it. There's tons of cool options for pledging, and we have tons of really awesome stretch goals as well.
Yeah, those are hidden. Those are secrets.
Yeah, they're secrets, but they're really, really amazing.
One of the ones that we're really excited about is the leadership traits.
Oh my
So,
gosh,
and these are going to be for more experienced players, like once you played a few times, then you can like decide what direction you want to go with your kingdom before the game starts. So you can choose like, I want to go after all the money. So your goal would be to, you know, capture as many rich as you can, and then it doubles your victory.
Because your victory points are right here.
Okay.
And so that would make it a 2 instead of 1. And there's other ones. My favorite one is the avarice one. Definitely the greedy one. Anything about me. I'm like, get me all the money.
There's
That's the one I like.
Yeah, isolationist. That's where you just want to build up like defenses and just protect your people.
Yeah.
And you get more points for that by having like defensive structures
So
next to each other.
depending on how like your play style, you'll have kind of like you can do different things to play to that.
Yeah.
And so that's what you said. That's one of the stretch goals is to get those.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I think if we hit like 19,000, then that gets unlocked.
Yeah.
And I have to do more art.
Those are secret. They're secrets, but we will be posting some video updates and things throughout the campaign as the stretch goals get unlocked.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely post some updates.
That's one of my favorite things about Kickstarter is that you can get all the stretch goals and get, like unlock cool things. So you'll be able to get these like before anyone else, and usually a lot of times it's cheaper than if you bought it later down the road. So
another really cool feature that we're having is you can name a land card.
Oh wow!
You can name like a really cool land card. You can name a royal house or a character, or Jeffrey here can paint your portrait on a card, and you are now
So you can be in the game
forever,
Yeah,
forever
you'll be
in
fa-
everyone's
you'll be famous.
game, not
That's
just
awesome.
yours. So in
Yeah.
everyone's game, you will be there.
That's amazing. Or you can name a character after yourself,
You
or after your
can.
favorite person.
Yes, you
It
can.
has to be semi-historically accurate.
Right.
We did Xenofair, we had somebody like calling each other blueberry or something like that. We're not doing that. We want it to be kind of medieval.
Okay, well, yeah, what will fit with the game. That
yeah,
makes sense.
so you can like, there might be like a lady in here, I don't know.
She might be in the newer deck.
Like the sweeter, you can like name her your
Okay.
name if you wanted to be her.
You want to be royalty, you could be the duke.
You could be a duke. There's also a king.
Yeah.
Sorry, these are kind of
They're
messy.
first
We've
come,
been
first
playing with
served.
them. Yes,
So
it is.
you're the first one to get that, you
so
can
if
be
you,
king.
awesome. So the sooner you back, you get to the prime pick of.
Yeah, and there's really fun little like cards that look like illuminated manuscripts. So for instance, like Jeff makes them really kind of cute.
Oh,
this is
that's
a
cool.
festival of fertility. You can see this pregnant lady. She's like in this bucolic setting, you know, with the woods. And there's a rabbit with a horn trumpeting away.
It's like like the old school like storybook kind of.
And this was a festival of wealth. So you get this really fancy schmancy lady with her poodle. And
That's awesome.
There's really cool ones in the advanced deck. So you get all 3 decks and the game mats and everything in your game is $30 as just
Which, if you play a lot of board games, you know that that's a super low price for a board game.
We just want people to love it and play it. And like,
Game Cafe was trying to talk us up on price so they could get more profit. That's too cheap.
They're like, give us more money.
We're like, no, we don't think so. We just want people to love it and play it and have fun.
Yeah, it's tough on Kickstarter. You really got to be competitive on prices. I think pretty good spot.
Plus, with all those cool add-ons, like I would for sure do at least that one or maybe that one.
Well, and a lot of people don't think about that with a game. Like you made all of this art, so you're buying like little mini artworks that someone actually made.
And they're so gorgeous. Like I've wanted to.
They're amazing.
I've asked him so many times, like, can you please blow this up for me? Like I really. Oh, this
Yeah,
is an older
you want
deck,
like a
but the cards that you'll be getting.
Well, and you've got prints of like some of from your other game. Oh, I guess they're behind you there. Like there's some of the ones from Xenophera, so you can get prints of them.
This was in a Warhammer card game.
Yeah.
This is like Battletech stuff.
And then those are the sexy space ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are like my favorite. And then these
I don't have anything quite this.
Yeah, I love the animals.
I know.
So I have Xenophera, and it is honestly one of my favorite games because I love animals, and so you get to go around and collect space animals.
Yeah, this one's my favorite
This
one.
is upside down right now. I'll turn
And I don't
it.
know if like anyone else really likes this one. Though.
I think it's hilarious.
They like
I think it'd make a good
one?
stuffed animal.
The pup.
But I
Oh,
like
sorry,
that
I'm knocking
one.
things
Yeah,
down.
I'm not bad at the stuffed animals.
Cyclops, get puffed up stuffed animals.
For sure. Yeah. So we've been really excited about
Knocking
it.
everything down. Sorry, I'm readjusting your.
We have another
Those are the
Xenophera.
puff ducks.
We have another Xenophera that'll be coming out probably in February.
Yeah, and I definitely want to get that.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. It's a much quicker game to play, and it's going to be a lot less art than that one.
Yeah.
It'll still be silly animals.
Yeah.
It'll be much easier.
So if people want to learn about that one, that's going to be on Kickstarter soon too, right?
Yeah,
So you can go to xenophera.com.
Yep.
February. And then Arab Kingdoms is launching in 2 days. So on Tuesday, definitely go and check it out. See if you want to back it.
Yeah.
It's really fun. You would be supporting amazing artists and developers.
Yes.
So I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah, and then you can get your mini version of the art, and maybe you can buy like a giant print of one of them too.
Yes, I've been trying to tell him you should be making these like cute.
Yeah.
I would buy them.
If you become a character, I'll mail you a print. That's part of the deal.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, so you get, like, a
cool.
big
So you'll get a
size
print of
print
yourself.
of yourself.
Which, I mean, if you've ever had custom artwork of yourself done, like, it's expensive to get a custom portrait of yourself. So you're getting the portrait and you're in all the copies of the game.
And you're in a game, so you get the game as well.
Yeah.
So, you get your game with yourself in it. And
Yeah.
Nice.
Very awesome.
Yeah, so it's really exciting. So we're just really pumped for this whole thing. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, and good luck. I hope the Kickstarter goes really well for you guys. Thanks. Bye. Hello.
Hi.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about what it is that you're doing here?
Sure. So, Play to Beat Brain Cancer is a 501c3 nonprofit. All right. We started it in honor of my daughter, Lisa, who passed away in 2013 from glioblastoma. My son and I and my wife wanted to honor her and wanted to give back because there was a lot of people that helped her during that period of time. And one of the things that we found was that people have insurance, but a lot of times it doesn't cover everything.
Mm-hmm.
And since people don't have access to a lot of money, most organizations focus on research. We focus on helping the people. So what we do is the donations we receive, we use to help pay the medical expenses for those that are battling brain tumors and brain cancer. So
That's
and
wonderful.
being all into sports and gaming and everything, it just seemed like a natural thing to do was to focus around that area. We find out what people love to do that are battling brain cancer or brain tumors, whether it's board games, RPG games, any type of sporting event or online gaming, and then we build fundraisers around those items for them. And then that just led to attending gaming events like the one we have here at Kantcon, and we reached out to various vendors, and they loved the idea, wanted to help by donating items to us to help us raise funds for our organization. So they gave to us so we can help people that want to give to us, and they get something back out of it. So it's a great community to work with. And that's how we got it started. And so now we go to a lot of different events besides holding the fundraisers locally.
That's really great. So when you're buying something, you're giving a donation, but like as a customer, you're getting something and you know you're helping someone.
You see this online a lot, or through mailers from like Yellowstone and historic societies, where if you donate at a certain level, you get a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or a backpack or whatever. We're doing the same thing. If you donate at a certain level, you get something that helps you with what you love to do. You know, in gaming, we get a donation that we can help, like the 13-year-old that we're helping right now.
So this is who it's all going
brain
to.
Cancer, brain tumor,
and she's only 13.
We help pay her medical expenses with the funds that we're getting currently.
That's great. Because, I mean, when you're going through that, that's hard enough. You don't want to have to worry about how am I going to get the money to make these payments.
Exactly. So in this particular case, and this is how we approach it, is that if the family wants help with their medical expenses, then we go to like the pharmacy and say, send us the bill. Don't even send it to the family. We set it up so we get the bill, the invoice, we pay it. The family doesn't have to worry about it. All they have to do is go pick up their meds for it. So
that's great.
It's one small amount of stress that they don't have to worry
Something
about.
they don't have to worry about anymore.
But it does help.
Yeah, I imagine it helps a ton to think that, you know, there are people, like you said, people that helped out your daughter, and that I'm sure meant a ton to you. So whenever they see that people are willing to help them out, I'm sure that makes a big difference.
Now, we don't ignore research. We do donate a small percentage of it to the regional hospitals in the area, wherever the individual is that we're helping.
Okay.
Like Katie's local here in the Kansas City area. So KU Med Center is where she goes, so that's who we help out with their brain cancer treatment, and so.
That's great. I'm going to show some of the things that you can kind of get. So they have really cool products that you can buy these, and you're getting something really cool, and then it's also going to a good cause. So there's some. Oh, I think I saw these before. Yeah. That is cool. So it holds all your dice and everything. Little dice holder, and they look super awesome. And it's set up where it looks like a book.
Exactly.
And then you put little dice in there and all your D&D supplies or whatever game you're playing.
And it's called a spell book, and it has a latch to lock it up to keep your spells. You know, it all runs together. And the dice towers.
Oh yeah, those are cool looking dice towers. I haven't seen ones like that before. That's cool.
And the hex boxes to hold the dice in.
Oh, dice holders. Very neat.
And these are our roll-up dice trays.
That's awesome.
And of course the handmade dice trays and all of the handmade dice bags.
So these are all handmade
all handmade.
And you said people make these and donate them to you so that you can
we
sell
have
them
friends. For example, this young lady, she crochets different designs and sayings on the bags. And we have another friend that she...
Oh, it's like screen printing or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
And then my wife makes these bags, and some of these have pockets in them.
Oh, that's
neat. To separate your dice or different things from it.
So then you can put the ones you don't want touching because they've got the bad juju on them. Separate those ones out.
Exactly. And as I mentioned, we have a lot of great. These are our great partners that have helped us out as we are growing and sharing things with. They're
That's awesome of them to. That's awesome. So yeah, there's a ton of cool things that you can get.
And then, of course, down here we get into the different types of dice that we have available. Aluminum dice.
Oh, wow. Those are neat.
Gemstones.
Oh, and these ones are metal.
We have multicolored
Oh wow, this pink ones
aluminum.
Those are really neat looking. And little bitty dice.
Those are mini.
Very cool. Oh, and you can get metal meeples too.
Metal meeples.
Lots of different dice to choose from. So if people aren't here, where can they find you online to?
We're at www.ptbbc.org.
Okay.
To beat brain cancer.
Ah, that's good. Do you have a business card that I can hold up, or?
I have a brochure, but it's
okay.
down at the other end. Hang on a second.
You can kind of see on the. All right, so there's the contact information, and you have Facebook and Twitter.
Yes, we do.
Awesome.
And
so
we're on. We have our own Twitch channel that we do online
cool.
gaming on.
Awesome. That's really cool. Well, thank you so much, and I wish you guys the best of luck. I think what you're doing is really awesome.
We appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Hello. How are you? I'm good. How's it going?
Pretty good, actually.
Good.
So, my name is Beth. I'm the guild master for the Role Players Guild of Kansas City. So that's sort of what our booth is for. It's for the Role Players Guild. And we have a convention that we run. Usually it's the first or second week of November. This year our dates are November 1st to the 4th. It's about the same size as Kantcon. So last year we had 450 attendees. It is in Independence, Missouri at the Overland Park, or not Overland Park, at the Stony Creek Convention Center.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really, really awesome time. We always have Pathfinder, Adventures League, a lot of organized play, and then we have some like independent games as well. So one of our officers will actually run like Dresden Files, and another one really likes like other face-based games, and they'll run a lot of that. So it's a really great time.
I went last year and we had a blast. We were vendors there, and so we didn't get to play as many of the games, but there were people, you know, all throughout playing games. And it's really cool how it's set up because you have the vendors like kind of around the outside of where the games are, so we can watch people like as they're playing.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. That
Yeah.
all of our vendors are in the play space.
Yeah.
So it gets pretty noisy, but it's a lot of fun.
But yeah, it's really cool. And then you can you have games that you can rent. Like if you're not in one of the planned games, you can just rent a board game. And
Correct. Yep. There's the board game library that you can borrow games from, and then you also have the play to win games. So there's these board games that you check out, you play, and then on Sunday we do a drawing of all the people that played the game. So that's actually
that's
available
cool.
here at Kantcon too. So it's pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
that's a cool idea.
Yeah, it really, really is. This year we have an art show, so we're pretty excited.
Oh,
that
okay. I didn't know about that.
We've had that at previous conventions that the guild has run, but we haven't had it in a long time, so we're really excited about that. And then every year we always have the Gamers Garage Sale. So what happens is our users will come and bring a bunch of items here that they want to sell. So they'll fill out a sheet saying what the prices are of each of the games, and then we set them up on a big long table, and other people can walk around and sort of shop.
Yeah.
They are used games.
But it's a chance to get a game at a really good price, or maybe ones that aren't in print anymore. You're going to be able to get it.
No, that definitely happens. Then you go and play your games while all our volunteers will sell the items. We don't offer discounts or anything. We will give you the name of the person selling the item, and you can go find them and say, hey, I'm going to offer you $10 for this $12 game. We've had a lot of people do that, but we don't do that. And then at the end, we take, I think it's like 15%, and that usually goes to a charity.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it depends on what charity. We also partner with Harvesters every year, and we do a raffle. So all of our raffle funds go towards the charity. So you buy raffle tickets, then Saturday night we have tons of different games, and usually different vendors will contribute as well, and you can sort of select what you want. So it's a lot of fun. We're really passionate about it, and it's 4 days of the year that I always look forward to.
Awesome. So if people want to find more about it, you have the website is midwestgamefest.org, is that right? Okay.
Yep. There's midwestgamefest.org, and then if you're interested in the guild, that's rpgkc.org as well. Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
Very
it's
cool.
a really great time, and we hope to see everybody there.
Yeah, I plan to go again this year. And so for people who are interested in gaming, this is definitely one that you want to come to.
Yes,
it's very awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye. Here's another shop. I think the owner's not here right now, but I'm just going to show some of the things you can get. I like that's why we can't have nice things. You can get in a little coffee mug. So yeah, there's a ton of things going on. That's most of the vendors that I've kind of talked to. I'm going to go and talk a little bit about the games now, some of the games that you can play. So, do you want to tell me a little bit about what Kantcon is all about, the games?
About tabletop games, board games, card games, role-playing games, miniatures. Not so many miniatures, but so any of them. In addition, we have Artemis, the Dungeon of Doom, which is 5th edition dungeon crawl. Very interestingly, they punch at when you die. They punch your character sheet.
Oh.
They bone punch, and it keeps taking away your character sheet. It's very entertaining. We also have our paint and take. We have very wonderful vendors, but really we're here.
So there's a lot of things to do, and you can play almost any type of game you want.
Almost. We also have a pretty large game library that you can come and check out the games and sit down and play and learn how to play new games or games you may be considering purchase. We also have Play to Win, so a bunch of games back there in the library that you can check out. You play it, your name gets put on a list, and then on Sunday we have a drawing and have a copy of the game potentially.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, it's a really great event, and I'm having a lot of fun here, and I think everyone else is too, so thank you so much.
Great, glad to hear it.
Thank you. I'm going to show, this is all the games that they have that are currently being run. And so you can sign up for those, but if you don't find what you like you said, there's a library where you can check out a game too if you don't have something that you want to sign up for. So, awesome, thank you. So yeah, there's a whole schedule for games, and I'm going to go into one of the game rooms actually. So how it works is like the vendors are kind of out here in the hall, and you have to walk past the vendors to come into the game room. And it's pretty packed. There are tons of people out here playing games. And so there are a lot of different games that, you know, there's anything you can think of pretty much. A lot of Dungeons and Dragons, a lot of different board games, and independent gamers who are making their own games get a chance to do demos of these games, which is really awesome. So you can play it and see if you're going to like it or not, and then you can go and buy it directly from the creator of the game. So that's a really awesome opportunity. So yeah, you can see just like how many people are out here playing. It's pretty amazing. And I know a lot of people have problems like, you know, getting a group they really want to get into Dungeons and Dragons or other board games or card games, and they don't have people to play with. But this is a way that you can just come and sit down with, you know, whatever group you want, make some new friends, and play some games. So it is a really, really awesome event. I love both Kantcon and Midwest Game Fest are fantastic things to do, especially if you want to like make more friends who are into gaming and the types of things that you like. I'm gonna go, I think that's just one half of the gaming area. So I'm gonna go back here and show a little bit more of what's going on in this other half if I can get to it. Yeah, so here's more games in here. As you can see, there's like miniature games, And there are huge tables that you can use if you're playing them. You can come and play games with your kids. Very family friendly. This is actually the Dungeons and Dragons game that I'm sponsoring. So Dallas is running this one. It's a module that Dallas created himself. Hi Dallas, you're on Facebook Live.
Oh, hi everybody.
So if people want to play your module, is it online right now?
It is, yep. You can go to dmsguild.com, search for Alea Arcana.
Alea Arcana.
Yep, and it'll come up.
Oh my gosh, I can't talk. ALEA-ARCANA.
Also, if you type in my name.
So Dallas Diekman, if you type that in, you'll be able to spell that. That's not much easier. And so I made these little Post-its for the turn order, and then people get to draw their own characters too, which is really cool. And here's some more little things that they might run into. The kobolds I just drew.
That does it.
So yeah, this is something that he made himself, and you can go play it online if you want to, or you can come to the event and play it. He's going to be running a game tomorrow.
So everybody, this is Brandy Miller, by the way.
Hello. I'm doing Facebook Live, so you guys are live right now on Facebook. I'm sponsoring the game today, so I have a booth out there.
The hot pink character is mine. My artistic skills above average, I would say.
It is, yeah.
I love those.
For a
I like that you all
barbarian,
drew
he
them.
was way above it.
For
a lumberjack, he's way above average.
I moonlight as a cobbler. It's important. Gary, do you have any movement left?
Very cool. So yeah, we've got a pretty good group
30
here.
feet, and then he fired.
So yeah, there's tons more. This is the other room where there's a bunch of other games. Tons of people playing games. And so you can do a big group, a small group. You know, there's lots and lots of options. Oh, I'll go over to, I see the game library over there. Show some of the different games that you can play. They've got these little green signs that say LFM, which is where they're looking for more players. So if you walk in and you just see a little LFM sign, you're totally welcome to sit down and start playing with them, which is really cool. So here's the games library. So as you can see, there are tons and tons of games to choose from. Lots of games you may have never seen before, and there's way more in the back, so there are a lot. Lots and lots of games. There's more on that side too. So yeah, it's a really, really fun event, and there are a lot of different things to do. So if you get the chance, the event will be going on tomorrow as well. I don't know 100%. I think it's opens at 8 a.m. And it goes until about, I think, 6 tomorrow. And if you want to play the game that Dallas is DMing, he is doing that one at 9 o'clock, I believe, tomorrow. And so there's still room if you want to come in and play that game with them. Or later in the day, maybe you can play a different game or whatever you're going to do. So yeah, come on out, check it out. It's a really fun event, and it's in the Overland Park Convention Center, and it's been a really great convention so far, so we're really happy to be here. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun.